I am the Shade, and welcome to the Shadows. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Minecraft. This is episode number 9, and we're just waiting to capture all of the villagers inside of one nice little house and block up the entrance so that I can... Oops. So I can lock them in and basically destroy their village and rebuild it how I want it to be. Because this thing is just way not what I'm looking for. Like, I want the villagers, I need the villagers, but this entire area is just too not what I'm looking for. The sun is setting, and they should all start freaking out soon. Come on, guys. It's getting dark. It's getting dark and creepy out. There they go. Several of them have come into this house, which is exactly what I wanted. Doesn't look like all of them, though. There we go. There he goes. Oh, perfect. Looks like they all might go into that one. Looks like we got a couple of stragglers. There you go. Get over there, dude. Don't look at me. Get over to the house. Get into safety. Into the chopper. Go. Do you want to die? There they go. That actually worked pretty well. Don't know if anyone's left, but... Ah, there's one left. Well then get in the house, dummy. Shouldn't have straggled for so long. Alright. I'm gonna run to the bed over here and go ahead and end this night. And now they're all stuck in that one house and they can't get out. I saw that. Creepers in a well. Ooh, there's another one. Whew. Swear it does not take them long. Ooh. Didn't really care if he had blown up. He actually would have saved me some work. That's probably why he was so easy to kill. Alright. I'll probably adjust on the fence too as I go, but here's the thing. I like my areas level, and this is about as unlevel as you can get. Oh, they really are going to drive me up the wall doing that. Yeah, sorry guys, y'all are stuck. Move those up, bring these down. Whoa! Shoot! I didn't think I was close enough. I was wrong. Whew. creepers are jerks. There we go. Okay. And basically the next few videos are going to be me working on this town, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear most of it down and rebuild it a bit more to my liking, and then start breeding villagers. I wonder if he'll even despawn while he's right there. Didn't think about that. Oh well, I'll deal with him when I get to that part. I actually probably will see, to have a good village, I'll need lots of doors, which means I'll need lots of little houses. So I actually will have to build a few houses. This area is already relatively flat. It's why one of the reasons I wanted to come here so bad. So it shouldn't take that much effort to get it the way I want it. Now, this will be one starting point, and the second, ooh, not that close. Let's see if I can go ahead and kill him real quick. There we go. And of course this loot's gonna go down. That's fine. I don't really need it. Alright, unfortunately, yeah, this thing doesn't actually have a dead center, so I'm just gonna have to put it wherever I want it. Okay, y'all can't be doing that to me, so let's see if I can't hit the... There we go. Bye-bye, door. No more of that damn door noise. Ooh, darn door noise. Sorry, trying to keep this as player friendly as possible. I think yeah, that'll be a good starting point for my torches. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that entire side will have to come down 1, but that is something to deal with at a later time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. So this will either have to come in or go out. Either way. But now I've got my torch locations placed. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to take it out each level to add in the next layer of torches and destruct whatever's in the way in the process. I'll have to decide if I want to keep the road gravel or not. Probably not going to worry about that kind of stuff this early on, because I mean, got a lot of thinking to do, because I want the villagers safe, but I don't want to spend the next 10 episodes monkeying with this village. I want to get it up and going and move on. I think I will make the roads out of gravel, only because it's so easy to tear up. That way, if and when I do decide to make a change, it won't be that difficult. And I am starting to run out of base. So right after this, I'll go ahead and go back and put up the stuff I have. I should have a pick. Yeah, a couple of picks. There we go. Now, I'm gonna need to go ahead and start making more tools too. You know, I may make this a really cheap and cheesy little village that looks crappy and just like make it out of dirt because of how easy dirt is to break. And that way I can go ahead and get my village population what I want, and I don't have to spend that much time and effort into it. But knowing me, I'll actually try to make little houses. Probably won't be very big, but I need a lot of doors because the doors are what dictate how many villagers will try to live in your village. Alright, do I have another? I do not. Just take out these two little pieces with my hands, since they're the last ones. There we go. Well, almost the last ones. There we go. Now I'll just tear down the cobble, which should only be the outside layer, yep. And the rest will pretty much be dirt, I think. I am starting to lose the day, which means I need to go ahead and get to that bed. I don't want more creepers to spawn inside of here. It's just kind of a nuisance, and I don't really want to have to deal with it. Alright, there we go. I like to finish what I start. Alright, let's get back to my little base. See, once I get this far down, I'll have to move all my stuff because this thing is like way too high up. Not nighttime yet, so I'll go ahead and start unloading. Let's see. Most of this can go, go, go. Take back that. Sleep. Still not night. Goodness, what do you call night, dude? let's see. Go ahead and get some more of those going. A few more of these going. And go to sleep before the monsters start coming. Alright, there we go. Put that up, and that, and that, and that. I don't want to use that yet. Don't need the bucket. Do need that, do need the sword. And I'll keep the food. So 2 shovels, 2 axes, and the pick. That's what I'll keep on my hotbar, and I'll replace them as they go out. Hopefully I did that quick enough not to let anything spawn in the area. Oi, that sound's gonna drive me batty. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then... so close together, it's annoying, but this is what I've decided to deal with, so... Let's go ahead and fill this in. Okay, there go. And there's that layer done. Alright. I do want to try to leave the well as intact as possible for now. It's a decent water source close by. I mean, there's others, and I might try to copy its design at a later time. And just by knocking out the under block, gravel will fall down. Gravel's one of only two types of blocks that's actually affected by gravity, the other one being sand. Didn't actually mean to break that one. Oh, those villagers are gonna drive me batty. Okay. First one drop down. And yeah, I'll just do one drop down on its layer for now. It's sufficient. Don't have any of the fencing with me, so I can't finish it, but that's fine. It'll work. And I'm gonna have to ignore the house for now, which is fine. I can do most of this right around it without disturbing it. And actually that one house that I left intact over there might be a good spot to move my stuff to once I reach a little further to the back. They're nowhere near as annoying when you don't have them all confined to one small area. And I mean, honestly, if you were trapped in one little room with a bunch of other people, I think you'd be a little irritated too. 3, 4. Yeah, right here. Right? Yeah. The torch placement is very important. It's not just keeping the monsters out, it's also knowing where you're going to be building every single other part of the structures. I think I can do all this from the bottom layer. I know I can fix the fountain. Now I can fix the fountain. Like I said, I know this takes forever, guys. I'm really sorry, but the thing is, it's really worth it. You need villagers. Those are one of the most vital resources you can have because of the trading. they can trade with really great stuff. And I'm talking stuff that you would not be able to acquire enough on your own to be usable. And they'll just do it like it's nothing. In a previous game I had a double chest that was literally full of diamond pickaxes, all legitimately gotten by trading. And that's excellent. That is like beyond excellent. I know they've changed the trading a lot since I last played, but the fact that that one guy was willing to trade with an iron shovel that's been enchanted to efficiency 2. Do you realize what it'd be like to dig with that thing? That's only thing better would have been if it had been diamond, and diamond I don't think would have affected its overall dig rate anywhere near as much as the efficiency will. And once I get everything in place, I mean, I can just keep trading for more and more of them. And I think you can strengthen enchantments too, if my memory serves. I believe, if you get an anvil and you put 2 items on it that have the same level enchantment, that it'll create an item with a stronger enchantment. I believe. It's been a while. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that until I can actually pull it off in here, but I think that sounds right. Anyway, bottom line is, it's really worth the extra time. It's one of the most important things you can get in your game. Because otherwise, I mean, you're limited to just iron pickaxes, because iron's pretty common. But you're not really going to have enough diamond to just use those as much as you want. You're just not going to find it. Not unless they've made it a lot more common than it was back in my day. And then the fact that I got the potatoes and the carrots, and this is very excellent. Their farms are kind of crap, but that's alright. Probably put my farms underground. I actually do prefer underground farms. Yeah. I actually prefer most of my stuff underground. What I'll most likely end up doing is digging a big cavity out underneath the village, so that once I've got the top part done, I can just start placing everything underneath there. Have a nice farm for the wheat, the carrots, the potatoes, the sugar cane. I probably won't do the cactuses underneath there. There's too many locations nearby where I can grow them without going through the trouble. Alright, let's see. Keep putting stuff up. We'll go ahead and just grab 4 of those. Put everything else up. As much as I can anyway. I am starting to run out of room. Kind of to be expected. I'll have to build more soon. Or start using some of what I have. Go ahead and just place these right here so it doesn't quite look so floaty. There we go. Once I get all these torches down, I'll have to measure out exactly how large this place is and decide if I want to make it bigger or smaller. And from there, I'll make the rest of my choices on this village. Now, I could always shrink it down to make it easier to start with, and then I could work on everything else and come back and change it later. The only problem is I need it to be large. I need lots of doors so that the villagers will reproduce and I can get lots of little villagers. Because I'm going to need to kill off the villagers that aren't helpful. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. And yes, I know that's a little warped, but it's the most effective way to play this game. You'll find that some villagers will be absolutely useless and others will be an absolute godsend, and the more useless they are, the quicker their heads go on the chopping block. Still trying to decide if I'm gonna take out that cobblestone or just let it sit. Because underneath some of the gravel was cobble, and you know, while yes, I know the back half of the village will have to be dealt with eventually, I kind of like my original, my alternate idea. See, I could very easily pull the ladder down just in case the back of this house come all the way down and come forward some, and then not have to dig all this out and tear everything up. It would save me a lot of time until I get better tools, and then, I mean, this stuff will be a breeze, but until then, it really would save me a lot of time and effort. I could pretty much just start building. Definitely need to bring all my stuff down, because that means I won't light the back end either, which will represent its own problems. But as long as I had it fenced off, it wouldn't be any sort of pressing issue. The center part will be the highest, so that will be the hardest part to reach. So I don't think the rest of it will give me any trouble. I might put a single layer of dirt just along the center so I can reach that last little bit up top, but I think it's the only spot I'll need it. And actually, this isn't dead center, so the one spot next to me, I'll need it there too. But that's fine. Probably try to avoid using cobblestone in the houses when I start to construct them. I'll probably try to stick with lumber, because the wood's a lot easier to break. And that way, when I want to make a change, it just doesn't take so long to tear apart. When I'm doing my mega build, I'll definitely use much more sturdy structures because... not structures, sorry. Much more sturdy building materials. But because a lot of this stuff is probably only going to be temporary, I really don't want to waste any more time than I have to. Okay, it looks like we're approaching the 30-minute mark on this one. I'm actually going to end this one on time for once. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on my next episode.